G'day people, this is Sharpino here, welcoming you guys to episode number 57 of the Pokémon SoulStones ShinyLocke. We have returned after being positive for COVID. I just want to take the time now to say thank you to those who messaged me to see if I was okay. As you can hear, I'm all good now and I'm good to bring you guys some content again. Now, if I was to recommend anyone to play this game, there is one warning I would give to you guys. Make sure your Pokemon trained up to level 125 before you leave to enter this area. Why? Because you don't have any access to the chances anymore, and I just had to bust my ass to get our last member trained up to replace our fallen Pringles the Jellison from last episode. So, with that said, we're finally here. It took me hours to finally train up a new member. Thankfully, Eevee trained it, so all I had to do was just train it up, but Jesus Christ. I spent hours and hours getting that Pokemon trained up. So, let's look at the team we're running out today. There's only one new member, so we'll go ahead and introduce you guys. The newest member, it is Slash. I was going to call it Zelda, because it has the sword and shield. Adamant nature with max attack, max HP, Iron Head, Shadow Claw, Sacred Sword, and King's Shield. My god, it was level 64 when I got it. Level 64. I had to train it up 66 levels and it took forever. But, on the bright side, having Tediosas that can pick up rare candies because they're so high leveled actually helped out pretty good. So that's another recommendation, is have a team of Tediosas ready to pick up your victory. Now, last episode we were going through these rooms and we were taking on these trainers because we were trying to figure out what the hell is going on over here. Alright, let's go for a Dragon Claw on the Delibird, because I think the Delibird's going to be the biggest issue for us. Just turn it down just a little bit loud. So down goes that. Alright, Vigoroth. Let's go for a Dragon Claw on Sceptile, and let's go for a Dragon Kiss on the Vigoroth. Ooh, it's going for Drain Punch. Down goes the Sceptile. Minun. Not minding your business, I see. Let's go for a Drain Kiss on the Vigoroth again. Let's try to set up yet again. It goes for another one. Oh my damn. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's go for a Zen Headbutt. And we'll go for Giga Drain. Okay, I think that was a glitch because it said, oh, it can't move, even though the turn just started. Okay. March 4th, 3564 CE. Dead Republic. The remaining patrols that have been stationed in the base have been slowly blocking off all the exits to the tunnel network. Part of the Revolution strategy in the event of a discovery and attack was that each of us would have the option of multiple different tunnel exits to take. We didn't know all of them, and that there was by design to mitigate against traitors or deserters. We concealed the multiple entrances to the tunnel network so well. They were all designed to be nondescript as possible so that no one would be able to find them. But the surviving rebels that haven't been discovered yet are running out of possible tunnel escape routes. How did the Republic know where all the entrances to the tunnel network are? No one could possibly find those unless they were told by some deserter or traitor to the Revolution. There's also one more entrance that I know of that hasn't been blocked off yet, but I've not been able to get there since there's bloody patrols waiting right outside the building. Room 323 in apartment M44. Which, if you guys remember, we were in that room before, and it's the only room that we don't have the key for. March 3rd. This is the day before. I should have seen the signs when my droids stopped working. I thought it was just some sort of ordinary earthquake. It was too late by the time I realized that the Republic had set off an EMP pulse that silently disabled all the droids. It was part of their plan so that the Epoch Golurks wouldn't be able to warn us of impending attacks. They had planned this somehow, but I have no idea how the Republic knew that we were using the Epoch Golurks as our early warning system in the base. The soldiers came en masse with their tanks and infantry and slaughtered anyone that was outside and unsuspecting. They didn't care to distinguish between who were Revolution members in hiding versus who were innocent civilians. But those of us that have managed to hide this long were afraid of what comes next. Some people that have managed to sneak outside and not get spotted, if they were caught, they were gunned down on sight by the Republican reports. From our hiding places, we've overheard from the patrol's plan to use some kind of weapon to finish the job, a bomb or something. I heard the words corruption protocol thrown around. I don't know what this means exactly, but I'm not sticking around to find out. Okay, so that is definitely interesting. So they were definitely playing some... Is this a stake encounter? It is! That is a shiny hunt. Okay, we'll be right back. We'll be trying to get ourselves a shiny Mightyena. Stay tuned for the shiny. Ooh! Oh my goodness! Yeah! Let's go! Look at the shiny Mightyena! Woo! Goodness gracious! That was after 76 random or soft resets over here. My goodness. It took a while, but we got there. And I will say, looks mighty dope if I do say so myself. Go ahead and use our trusty quick ball. Critical capture. That's what I'm talking about, baby! Let's go! Woo! Alright. Honestly, I'm just trying to think of... I'm going to call you Lycanthrope. It's honestly, it's a name of a werewolf. Lycanthrope. I'm pretty sure that's the name, if I butcher up. Lycanthrope. It's got an E on the end of it, but Lycanthrope. There we go, we got that. I believe it's a Yu-Gi-Oh card, if I'm not mistaken. Another diary. December 13th, 3563 CE. I'm very proud of my accomplishment today. Due to some mentorship from the architect himself, I was able to develop some useful technology that will make the life on the base a lot easier and more secure. I've been able to configure our Epoch goal lurks to identify when Republican patrols are nearby. They emit a warning message to anyone that has configured the Republican chip, which all of us Revolution people, to a different frequency. Any Republican within the base won't hear the warning signal, but people true to the Revolution will. So, they're talking about, obviously, that so they created a network in order to communicate secretly amongst each other to warn people, hey, you know, the revolution's coming, sort of thing, you know? So, it's interesting, definitely say the least. Okay, let's go for Shadow Claw on the Emolga. Aerial Light Double Edge takes out the Leafeon. That's a little annoying. Double Para! Are you serious? That is trash, dude. That is trash. How are you gonna do me dirty like that, dude? That's nuts. That's absolutely wild. You be wilding on that. What the hell? Alright, Dragon Claw on you. We'll go for another Shadow Claw. As you can see, it doesn't do much damage. Okay, so at least we're making some progress here. Now I just need to heal my Pokemon. Is there that Chansey there? Yeah, can you help my team, please? Thanks. All shall serve the Mind Link. Okay. Sableye and Crapdilly. Okay, so I think our biggest priority is to get rid of that Sableye. And Credilly's just going to stockpile. Alright, Pachirisu. Let's go for the Credilly. And I get paralyzed. Oh! Why? Why do I get... Is this crit day? Is this paralyzed day or something? And I get paralyzed. Good thing my King shielded. It just looks like this Pachirisu is just going to sit here and discharge all day. It swallows. Paralyzed again. Oh! What is this? Oh my god, dude. Fuck off. I don't swear, or I try not to, but God. 4 times. 4 freaking times. You motherfucker. Get out of here! Oh my god, dude! What the fuck? Man! you do that to someone? Getting paralyzed like 4 or 5 times in one goddamn battle. Like, that is atrocious. To any person, that is atrocious. And we've got a Glaylite. We've got a Mega Glalie on board. The Republicans shall serve. Okay, if I recall, I believe this Epoch Stanley is psychic. We'll just go for a double gang up just in case, but I'm not 100% sure. Freeze Drive. Oh my god! No! Ah! Jesus Christ! How the hell does Epoch Stantler have freeze drive? What the? Oh! It's not even. Hang on, I just need to look this up. It's not even an ice type, is it? Is it like a fairy? Oh! Oh, it is an ice type. Oh! Well, I didn't know that. Now that I know that, that makes sense now. Oh! God damn it, dude. Oh! Earth Power and Heat more, and we'll go for an Iron Head on the Drydgon. Oh, that is insane, dude. Oh, it has... And we flinch it. Nice. Alright, we'll swap out here for a Lola. And we'll go for a King Shield. In case Trevor tries to do some shenanigans. That works. Alright, we'll go for Drain Kiss on Druddigon, and we'll go for a Shadow Claw on the Trevenant. Down goes the Druddigon. Another train session. Woo! Gotta love that. After I just told you guys how I spent hours and hours just training up Pokemon. What fun. What absolute tripe that is. So, at this point, I honestly feel like just going back now and getting another Pokemon right now, because if I'm going to start training up Pokemon, it has to be right now. I don't want to just... I'm telling you guys, without the Chanseys around and without the EV trainers and all that, you really can't do much else. So, it's sad to say that I didn't realize that... I thought it was a fairy type. I'll be perfectly honest. But then again, if I knew it was fairy type, then why did I Dragon Claw it? So it's a good question. I just didn't realize the typing. I don't want to be the sort of person that always checks typings before I hit something. I know early in the episode and early in the game I do that, but you know, I try to do things differently here. So who would I add to my team? Looking at my team, the common weakness I can see in my team right now, we have Fighting type, and then we have these two. We have Water types. We have this. So maybe a Grass type might be in our interest. So I'm just trying to look at our Grass types over here. Meganium. We have Serena. But the problem is we can't adjust their natures or anything. That's the other thing that's annoying as well. So even if I wanted to add a Pokemon to the team right now, it's not even going to be properly trained up here. So you know what? We'll just leave our team at 5 for now, and we'll decide later on how we're going to proceed from here. So, that's another Wild Mightyena just in there. But we're obviously not going to get that, of course. We've already got our Mightyena. Oh, we outspeed a Mightyena for some reason. February 3rd, 3564 CE. I saw the Architect and Lieutenant Cara arguing the other day. I overheard them saying that the Republic had captured one of our soldiers, and they were worried that it was only a matter of time before they found the camp. I haven't told Mother, but I don't want to leave Beta Omicron again. I'm tired of moving. What's happening? I'm so confused and everyone is so exhausted and irritable all the time. I just want to go back to school and see my friends again. So honestly sounds like a kid is talking at this point. It's like, you know, the kid's sick and tired of, I guess, the revolution. And there's a Wild Gun tank over here. But we already have ourselves a shiny Skuntank, so, you know, wouldn't make sense to go ahead and do this again. Seeing as we already have one. But I'm just looking forward to the giant training session we're going to have again. Ugh, damn, another door with a password. I do remember seeing some diaries strewn about. Maybe they have a password in them. If it's secure enough to need a password, there's probably something important behind here that someone may have written down. Wow, hello shiny Swoobat. Sadly, we can't catch you. I think we've already read this, but I'm just trying to think of... Yeah, I think I remember them saying that, but now I'm trying to figure out... They had an area we need to go down. I don't think we went down here. I think this is where we were meant to go, but we didn't do that. So... Another diary. Here we go. March 1st. There's been an attack on the base. This is probably the last time that I will write this. I hope we survive this. There's been some rumblings that apparently Lieutenant Rhea and Cara have betrayed us. Interesting. Some of the soldiers said that they distinctly remembered seeing Rhea and Cara leading the attack with a bunch of Republican goons at their side. The attack was swift and ruthless. They came in and slaughtered several of us. Civilians too, irrespective of whether they were revolution or not. Some of us have been able to successfully hide this long. We've been too scared to try to leave or escape the base because apparently the Republic has dispatched sentries to monitor the camp and rescue any survivors. Fortunately, we had our tunnel network built that had a few of us have been escaping through. We're hoping that no one finds the entrance to them. Okay. Avalon and Epoch Golurk. Okay. We know that Epoch Golurk is psychic and steel. So I'm going to go for a Shadow Claw on the Golurk. And I'm going to go for a Mega Aurora Veil. And Blizzard. Okay, that's fine. Alright, Kingler. Let's go for an Iron Head on the Avalon, and let's go for a Freeze Dry on the Kingler. Down goes the Kingler, because the Kingler's got no special defense whatsoever. And we get the Flinch on the Avalon. Chino's last one. Let's go for an Iron Head, and let's go for a Blizzard. Takes out the Avalon, and the Blizzard takes out the Chino. And we're both level 131. 3 Pokemon level 131. Alright, so far we've found no secrets as far as what the password is though. I feel like we've come across all the diaries unless we're missing something. Unless there's another diary up here, but it's just zombies. We're just taking on different zombies at this point. Oh, I could just run away and it'll stay. Oh, I wish I knew that, so I didn't have to keep soft resetting. Oh, well, it's done now, so... Alright. So, let's put Chili up front, because Chili's the only Pokemon that's not level 131. Unless we're meant to defeat all the zombies, and then they give us the password. Ordino and Perugly. Alright, let's go for Eruption, and then Mega Aurora Veil. Eruption should take out both of these. I'd be very surprised if it doesn't. Wow, she survived. After you, but the move failed to clinch. Eruption, and we'll go for a Freeze Dry. Choice Scarf, we still have Speed Slash Rush. I mean, we go for that Bane. We are timid nature, so, you know. Epoch Wheezing, that is fire. I believe fire and poison. So I'm going to swap this, and I'm going to go for Brine. That goes the Epoch Wheezing. Okay, so either we haven't explored all the areas, or we're missing one diary entry, because if we have read all the diary entries, we should be able to go through the password here. But nothing so far has given us that information. Is there another area we're meant to go to here that we've missed? One must ponder, because, like I said, this is the area beyond, you know, what is normal, I guess. So we're obviously missing something. Let's go ahead and put a rappel on, and we'll try to see if we can figure this out. I'll cut here, I'll come back, and if I find it, I'll bring ourselves back. So we'll be right back and see if we can find out where this password is. Stay tuned. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is a daily reminder to you that if you're watching this video and you're enjoying the content and you want to show your support for the channel, not only should I recommend that you hit the like button, but also hitting the subscribe button down below would help out as well, so that the more supporters that we have for the channel, hopefully the more content I can make for you guys. Hope you guys have a fantastic day and continue enjoying the video. Okay, so apparently what you're meant to do is read every single diary, and then once you read every single diary, you will get the object that you need to get the password. But apparently I missed a few diaries, and I believe this is the last one that I missed out on. I did a test to see what this was, and sure enough, this was it. So if you don't read all the diaries, you're not going to get the passcode needed to get to this point. So let's go ahead and read it now. This diary is covered in dust. November 18th. There was another close call today. Some Republican soldiers came here as part of their ordinary patrol. One of the sloppy merchants almost let slip that this place has been hiding scores of rebels right beneath the Republic's eyes. The idiot tried to sell one of our emblems to the soldier as he was trying to make a quick buck. The soldier was smart because he recognized the emblem as belonging to the revolution. Sure enough, the soldier started to interrogate the merchant as to where he got one of the revolution emblems from. We keep those emblems between revolution personnel so we can identify friend from foe. Fortunately, I overheard the argument and was able to put down the soldier quietly before he was able to radio back to the capital that revolution personnel were hiding in the base. After that incident, we started to retire the use of the emblems and will now be using a secret passphrase. The passphrase will change periodically to make sure that no one can impersonate a revolution member just because they have their emblem in hand. The latest passphrase that we are using is liberty, independence, strength, autonomy. We have been issued these as part of the joining the base. I was told to keep it safe and I could use it to capture the Pokemon I wanted. So we have the revolution ball, we found $1,000, and there are some scribbles covering the cover of this diary. 28/09/2020. So now we insert this passcode to find we found the cover one diaries in the keypad, and the door opens. So you can only get this passcode if you read all the diaries. So if you haven't got this passcode, it means that you haven't read the diaries properly. So if you're watching this video because you want to understand how to do this, read all the diaries. If you read all the diaries, you will get the passcode. Hey, it's Cara. Bloody hell, how are you so tough? Cara. Sharpino, where did you come from? Right in the nick of time, too. Who the hell is this? A Republican swine. Enchanté, my name is Maximillion de Vega. It seems that fate has been kind to me this day. What a surprise it was when here I was, working away, trying to restore the time gate, and then a portal opens, and my beloved Agent Cara falls out of it. And now Agent Sharpino has well. The director will be most pleased with me if I'm able to bring two of the Republic's most wanted into custody. I'm sorry, what? Beloved? But of course, mon chéri. You mean to say you don't remember your betrothed? Why, after your sanitation, you and I were engaged to be wed, Agent Cara. And what a lovely and powerful couple we would have made. At the right hand of the director, we would have been able to rule this country just alongside him and bring it to its knees. A star-crossed match, it would seem. Ugh, gross. I can't believe I was going to marry a creep like you. It seems the director was correct then, as parts of your memory are not intact. I assure you, following your sanitation, you were very much in love with me. You sought power and dominance over all things, and with me you could have had it all. It's not too late to concede defeat and return to the fold. Sharpino, this guy just beat me in my Pokemon team. Can you shut this guy up for me? With pleasure. Ooh, okay. Maximillion. Okay, Wheezing is the first up for grabs. Oh, we had a papaya berry. Alpha potion? Fine. We'll waste those potions. Why not? I'm all for it. What about you guys? Okay, now we have to swap out because we've got nothing for Shiftry. Aloha only seems to... It's Mega. Oh boy. Okay, well, good thing we've got triage. Oh boy. Leaf blade. Okay, that's a lot of damage, but if this agent keeps healing up, then we could just suck it all back up. Excuse me. Look at you using all these heals. What a dweeb. You're healing me 4 times in the battle here. Have some class, Maximillion. Have some goddamn class. God damn it, Bobby. Have some class. Okay, I think this thing is poison. I'm going to bring in She-Hulk. And I was correct. That was a crit. It's not very effective. Whoa! It must be bug poison. Okay. It must be bug poison. Sheesh! We almost lost, yet again, another Pokemon here. And I'm not a fan of it, but... Honchkrow. Let's bring in Titanic. Drill Peck. We should be able to take that. Mega Evolution, Aurora Veil. Superpower! Okay, using our first heal for this battle, let's use one of our Omega potions. That goes back to full health. Now, we probably could have most likely survived that, but I didn't want to take any risks of a crit right there. Sucker Punch, you're at -2 attack. Honchkrow, you ain't doing shit, buddy. Kartana, ooh. This should be neutral, which it is. Alright, Samurott. You got confidence, boy. You got confidence, I will say that, but too much confidence. To think you would have the ability to Swords Dance in front of a freeze-drying Mega Gigalith? Buddy, really? Impossible! I don't speak French, guys. How is this possible? Stop blithering, Republican. You're going to tell me exactly what happened here, understood? So it's true, you lost your memory during the warp too, didn't you? Israel, the sly dog. He knew exactly how to hurt us. I won't ask again. Now talk! It's perhaps for the best that you don't recall the genocide you committed to this base agent Cara. Considering you're no longer under the sway of the sanitation protocol, I must say, a person like you would be quite distressed if you knew the truth. I told you I wasn't going to ask again. Gyarados. Nicey for Gyarados. Good boy. Okay, I'll talk. How much do you remember, Agent Cara, of the slaughter? Bits and pieces. It didn't happen, I'm sure of it. It's just some perverted side effect of the damn sanitation protocol. I know it. You're wrong. All of those memories you have of Beta Omicron, they're true. You raised this place and you did it with glee. And when you instructed the rest of the army to set up the corruption protocol that petrified any of the survivors, you and Agent Rhea returned back to the capital, of course, and left even the soldiers to become a victim of the corruption protocol. The soldiers have no idea you were willing to sacrifice them so willingly. They could have easily evacuated and returned them to the capital with you as you well. But no, you need to make sure that none of the refugees escaped into the tunnels. So you ordered them to continue being stationed here, watch for any survivors, and kill them on sight. You assured them that the corruption protocol was safe, but when it was really a wildly experimental at that time, you had no idea what it could do. You just knew you needed to exterminate the revolution at all costs. And then the unwitting soldiers were lied to. They set off the corruption protocol's bomb, turning them and any refugee survivors into stone, or the mindless zombies you see rambling about throughout this place. Some of the zombies retained their mental faculties. The rest became incoherent, shambling corpses. No, it didn't matter to you. You left them, didn't bat an eye. You were devious. That's why I was so madly in love with you, my dear. No, it can't be true. I couldn't have done that. There were children in this place. Indeed you did, D. Cara. You betrayed your people and fed them to Republican machine. Gyarados, finish him. What? No, you can't do that. I told you what you wanted. Please, have mercy. Do it. Cara, what? What are you doing? What is that? Bye, Maximillion. Return, Gyarados. Cara, your Epoch Gyarados just obliterated him. It's fitting. I'm a monster. You heard Maximillion. Everything I remembered about Beta Omicron, it was all true. The revolution trusted me, and I betrayed them all, Sharpino. The blood of innocents are on my hands. Cara, you were brainwashed by the sanitation protocol. What you did or didn't do at Beta Omicron was not of your own volition. That was the director manipulating you. You're a kind person, a thoughtful and wise leader. Just think, the revolution endured as long as they did because you helping spearhead the resistance with Israel. If you were what Maximillion made you out to be, Aki wouldn't have fallen in love with you. We need to get back to the mission, Cara. You're our team lead. We need you now. You're right, Sharpino. There will be a time to grieve later. For now, we have a mission. And if I give up now, the Republic wins. And the director, that bastard, wins. That's it, Cara. Now, I got spat out of the time gate here. This appears to be the terminal controlling the time gate. What were Victor's instructions for our group? He said I would need to re-establish a connection to the time gate. Connect to something he called the time matrix. It's what lets us pick and choose the specific coordinates to travel to the space-time. Any idea how long it might take to fix? Hours, not minutes, maybe days. I've never dealt with technology this complex before, or at least I don't think I have. Excuse me. And if I have, I don't remember it because it might have been from before I was sanitized. Shit, we don't have time for that. Caitlin is unconscious in one of the houses in the base. You found Caitlin? And Roddy, yes. Were you going to share that critical information at some point? Will you chill? I just found you and have to save your ass from a Republican goon. Okay, here's what's going to happen. You've accounted for everyone in our group, right? No, Caitlin's Victini wasn't with her. Damn it, we could have really used the help of a mythical Pokemon right about now. You need to keep searching this place and see if you can find her Victini then. Hold on, what's this? There's a key to the ground next to the time gate. There's an engraving on it, M44323. Here, Sharpino, maybe you can use it somewhere. Oh, one more thing. Install this upgrade to your Pokegear. Our phones are obviously busted from crossing timelines. That's a short-range radio that allows anyone within our team to communicate to this frequency. The Mini Hoot Hoot app. Share the Mini Hoot Hoot app with Ronnie and Caitlin too before you go off continuing to search for Victini. I'm going to stay here and keep track of this, trying to hack this system to see if I can make heads or tails of how to reactivate it. Alrighty, that was quite the tale. So at least now we know what's going on here. So we now need to go heal. We probably should have healed that Blissey, but I guess we could do this as well. So now that we need to find Ronnie and Caitlin to give them the radio, and then we need to go and Sharpino, you're back. Any sign of Cara or Victini? Yes, I found Cara, but no trace of Victini just yet. You tell Ronnie of your encounter with Maximillion, rescuing Cara from his clutches. You tell Ronnie about what you've learned from the diary entries regarding the events of Beta Omicron, and what Maximillion told you before Cara landed the killing blow. You explain to him how to use the Mini Hoot Hoot radio app that Cara gave you to enable the communications within the group. That is horrible, Sharpino. To be told outright that you commit genocide while under the sway of those mind-controlling maniacs? I can only imagine how Cara must be feeling. She will get through it, Ronnie. She is a really strong person. She is dedicated to our mission, and now the desire to have vengeance on the Republic is fueling her. What about Caitlin? Any improvement in her condition? Not yet. Blizzbot is in process of using her nanobots to heal her. I'm not sure what's taking so long, though. Healing status failure. I have been unable to restore her with the tools at my disposal. Subject has a case of temporal illness. Temporal illness? What? She didn't get warped to the timeline, though. She just walked through the time gate. How could she have contracted temporal illness? What? Temporal illness? I don't understand either. I was told temporal illness only happens when you are warped. Negative. Temporal illness is a rare side effect arising from time travel. Warping was based on the premise of time travel technology. Therefore, the cases of temporal illness are amplified in warping. Blissbot, how do we heal her then? A patent lies deep within the overgrowth. It is said to heal subjects suffering from temporal illness. The over what? Okay, never mind that. Blissbot, could any lasting damage occur as a result of being suspended in this temporal illness coma? Previous studies have shown that some minor memory loss might occur. However, the reference causes have been of a small sample size and not subject to peer review. Repeated testing has not been performed either due to the questionable ethics of experimenting on such subjects. A complete diagnostic of her vital systems cannot be completed until she is conscious again. However, she is stable. I can't believe I'm saying this, Sharpino, but if she is at least stable, then we need to find Victini first and foremost, then find anything or anyone that can help us restore the time gate. I agree. Cara gave me the key to room 323 in apartment M44. It's the only room that I wasn't able to access when we got spat out from that building. From reading through the diaries I found, it seems like there's an entrance to some sort of tunnel network that the refugees from Revolution built to escape. Okay, Sharpino, In any case, be careful and down those tunnels. I'll stay here and keep watch over Caitlin. As subject is stable, I shall return to the Poké Center to continue recharging. Okay, so I think the last thing we should do then is to go to this. This is the last room of this building we were not able to go through. So now we'll go through here and find out what the hell is going on here. And there's a whole bunch of lichen rocks. So I definitely feel like we need a better start off. Nice doggy. Sit. Hey, mister, can you give me a hand, please? Oh my god. Look at that. A pack of lichen rocks. That sprite looks crazy, though. Okay, so Moxie Boost. We're going to wipe out all three of these lichen rocks. Like a rock. Boom! And they all go barf, barf. Oh, geez. Thanks a lot, mister. I thought it was done for. I didn't think anyone else would be here. Wait, hold on. Oh, God, you're one of those Republican guys, aren't you? Listen, man, I'm sorry. It's just that my mother was sick and I was hoping there would be some medication in one of those stores here. Relax, I'm not a Republican. Don't tell the kid you're from the past, idiot. He's going to think you're nuts. You're, a friend. Now, who are you and do you mind telling me what you were doing in a place like this? The name's Artie. I'm a refugee. I came to this base every so often to establish for supplies, to bring back to my family supplies in a nearby encampment. The Republic sent some of the Imperial Guard to Beta Omicron and massacred a bunch of people a few months ago, so it's largely deserted. Apparently, they set up some sort of bomb called the Corruption Protocol that petrified everyone within the city limits, took out both Argent Revolution and the Republic's Imperial Guard that was stationed here at the all at once. Are you Argent Revolution? Nah, mate, I'm just a survivor. The Republic and the Revolution have been going back and forth between themselves and started killing each other. Some of the refugees have had to flee the war. Beta Omicron was just one of the latest casualties in the conflict that has gone and destroyed the entire Epoch region. So how did we get here? The underground tunnel system Revolution has built. Since there's few people alive that would openly call themselves part of the Revolution, the tunnel system has largely gone unused. I use it every couple of weeks to come here and try to scavenge for some supplies and take it back to the refuge. I'm able to do it because of my good old pal, Sharpino. She's able to cloak me. I dropped my cloak while I was rifling through this place. I got arrogant because I come from this place to scavenge so often, but then a pack of lichen rocks surprised me. Haven't you seen any zombies? Oh yeah, 100%, you can't miss them. And still you risk coming by this place? Trade-offs, my friend. This base has had a ton of supplies that have been helped the refuge subsist for months now. Besides, you can't outrun the zombies. There's only a few that don't really chase you. You're young, and so I'll excuse you for being stupid and reckless. Say what you want, mate. When you're desperate, you gotta do what you need to do to survive. Where's the Channel Network go? All over this place, really. It's like a massive sprawling underground system the Revolution built. Allegedly, it connects to the entire Epoch region through the underground. Not every part is connected though anymore. Some parts of the tunnel network are self-enclosed or cordoned off from others for security reasons. Other parts caved in because of some shoddy workmanship, or because the Republican discovered it and destroyed parts of the network out of caution. This one goes back to the refuge amongst those places. The Revolution that run the place call it Theta Epsilon. They have offered it as shelter to anyone fleeing the war. There's a way over there. Come on, I'll show you. Come on, Sharpino, back in your ball. Go on, just take the ladder down the tunnel system. Okay, and I think this is an appropriate place to leave things off here. So next episode, we'll head down here and we will go through the tunnels, I guess, and see where it leads. So guys, I will say thank you for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, make sure you like the button down below because as always, your support is greatly appreciated. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well if you want to show your support for the channel because it does mean a lot to me if you want to do that. And all I can say is this is getting interesting. There's a lot of information. We're hoping to get through all the story because we'll be doing a lot of talking and like not a lot of battling. And for some reason, every time we battle, we lose a Pokemon. So that's fun. So I feel like we might have to get every time to level 135 because I'm just sick and tired of losing Pokemon. God damn it! And before someone dislikes this video because I lost a Pokemon. Because that's what seems to be happening. I've looked at a few videos and a few people disliked it. And the only reason I can think of is because I lost a Pokemon. So, you do you, I guess. But anyways, you guys, hope you guys will look forward to the next episode. Hopefully it won't be too far away. But until then, until next time I see you guys in the next video, stay safe, stay sharp, and I'll catch you guys all next time. Later.